Okay, I call the meeting to order.
No public comment?
First item is Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Is there any public comment?
No.
Consent agenda. Any questions?
Nope.
Make a motion, we approve the consent agenda.
Second?
Been moved and seconded. Is there any further discussion or comment?
Nope.
All in favor of the motion, respond by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries 5-0. Next item, new business, set budget work session date for the remaining departments.
Mayor, Landis, Commissioners, staff is suggesting Tuesday. Does that work for you?
Call.
You're on call.
Wednesday works.
Yeah, Wednesday
Thursday
works.
works.
Wednesday works.
Monday
for me.
works.
You,
I'll be in Kansas City Wednesday, but Thursday works.
Thursday?
Is Thursday the 12th?
yeah,
11th.
That would really
No,
work for me.
12th, yeah.
Thursday, the 12th.
that would work for you?
That's my day off.
I'm
Yeah,
good
That
with
would be
that.
great.
12th is fine.
On my calendar.
All good?
Hold
Yeah.
on, I'm pulling up my work
Department head's
calendar.
good?
Hang on. I want to make sure somebody's working on my phone, so.
Right now, you got Walmart at 9 a.m., that's it.
Okay, it works.
Thursday at 12?
Thursday at 12, that work for you?
Yep.
Okay,
You gotta get the sale and fireworks
At
afterwards.
1800,
At 6?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock next Thursday.
I'll be in
are
trouble.
you good though?
I'll be coming back from Council Grove again, so
We're going to have, the only
Texting me.
problem with that is we won't be able to televise because we'll need to be over there because he's in trial
They're
here.
in court.
And that, we also have to have my department,
Yeah.
That's not a
here's
good
easy.
day.
but I
Want to push it a
can
week?
show up later. I don't know when that will be, but
We can put him
Let's
further down on
rock
the
with
list.
it and do it over there, and so it won't be televised. And because,
How does that affect you?
no, we can bring him later,
We can do him
and maybe
later
we
on
can
the
meet at 6 o'clock on the 17th. Before the 17th meeting, knock it out.
Do you have a
What
busy
happened to
docket
the 12th?
next week?
No, we're gonna do
it'll
the
be busier
12th.
than this
Oh,
week.
and then the
I-
commission, on the
I've got
commission.
probably between 5 and 10 trials set, so.
Oh,
And for some reason, the night shift tends to have more trials.
We can get along fine. I mean, I think we can knock out almost everything.
I mean, you can put them the last one on the agenda. That
see how
night.
it
If it
goes.
gets done early, then
Yeah, you
Sounds
come
good, just
over.
come over, and we'll
What
just announce that
happens?
it'll be at the city hall, that it won't be aired.
if not, then we'll do it the following right before the other commission meeting.
Yeah, as you know, we're 95% done. You know, the valuation went down a little bit, but as I mentioned, wrote to you, we're going to be fine with it. We got a good responsible. I'm pleased with the budget.
Okay. So next Thursday, 6 p.m.
The 12th.
The 12th at 6 PM.
at City Hall.
It's
That works for me very well.
Okay?
All right.
Everybody good?
That worked for me.
Okay.
Great. Okay, no other items?
You came off?
Yeah, we got some work to do on yet.
better about posting.
Commissioner comments? Commissioner Underhill?
I didn't have MPO last month. They are working on changing some things and having some public hearings, so that'll be coming out, and other than that, that's it.
Thank you. Commissioner Albritton?
Everybody have a happy and safe 4th. Stay cool.
That's all I have.
Very good. Commissioner Brown?
I did drive around the city today. I'm a little disappointed with the condition of some of our business properties. I mean, grass growing on the sidewalks. And I really would wonder if, Mr. Dinkle, the islands down on Grand Avenue from the 1 through the 400 blocks, there's a lot of weeds growing up inside those islands that are in the roadway. You know, the islands that we have. I just think that, God knows we've almost written Grand Avenue off anyway, but I don't think we need to, I think it just looked terrible. But I think I just wish the business owners, some of the business owners and some of the homeowners would take a little bit more pride in their property. I know that we're sending a lot of letters out and stuff like that, but obviously that's just a concern of mine. The other thing was, and Mr. Dinkle, I talked with you last week, I think, about the carport on the private property where they put the boat in it
Right.
on Michael's Way, whether or not that's something that maybe we can address as a code amendment to the code section.
Yes, staff is working on that right now a little bit, but what the situation is had a carport in a newer subdivision in town. put to the side of the house. Now, of course, the problem is where, because it's just curve in there, what is one person's side is almost one person's front. And they have a carport in there, and we
There's a
got
boat underneath
We got
it.
a lot of issues because there's no driveway, there's jumping curb and all those things, and staffing, and everybody's been working with through
And
that.
it was a permitted structure?
Yeah. The point with carports, and carports are always fun to deal with, is as you drive around town, you'll notice carports, and I don't know how they've been allowed in the past, they sometimes get too close to the property line. I have a real passion against carports being in front of a garage, because now the car's parked out there and you have that out there. But that's been allowed here, and it's just something that maybe in zoning that has to be addressed on carports, because in the front. And we've also talked about zoning real quickly, and I do plan to go back a little bit, and then it got dropped through the transition in zoning. So we have to go after some of these fences, in my mind, in front yards that are bad. There's one on 8th Street, a solid front yard fence down the street here, and the neighbors and the,
There's quite a few around town.
yeah, but the neighboring property owner can't sell their house, and so we affect property rights, and so it's something we have to address. And that fence showed up in the last 5 years because it's not in the 13 Google Maps, so. Better.
That's really all I have, sir.
Thank you. Vice Mayor?
A couple quick things. This coming Saturday, 8 o'clock, meet at Lacer Motors, 0800. Do a cleanup of outside Trooper Gate down Washington and part of Grant. So maybe we can kind of take a look at some of that issues as well during that time frame. And the only other two things I'd like to mention is there's a couple of change of commands coming up on Fort Riley. The 2nd Brigade Commander will be changing out on July the 9th, and the Garrison Commander will be changing out on Friday the 13th. And I have driven over the new bridge, and the walking trail looks fantastic. That's all I have.
Great, thank you. Is there a regular mowing schedule for the islands around town on different areas, or how does that work?
Like Gray Avenue, those,
Mhm.
most everything's bi-weekly,
Okay,
13 times a year. The parks themselves are weekly, 26 times a year.
What I was talking about, Mayor, was the cement islands, the
Okay.
asphalt. The ones that are about this wide and they have cement in them, but there's weeds growing up
Yeah.
okay.
among them. But there is
But
some
it is our
tall,
responsibility.
there is some taller weeds at the other ones that are actually grass, that when they mowed them, they didn't cut them down, they didn't weed eat them. Down there, like right in front of Jim Clark and some of those places that, particularly right around the edges, that they didn't weed eat the bigger weeds that are about this much taller than the rest that's been cut.
Contracts call to do the curb and gutter out to the part of the contract.
Okay.
And Public Works will take care of the cement.
Okay,
Thank you, gentlemen.
thank you. What else? I'm blanking. Yeah, the fencing thing, we kicked that down the road for several years now. We've got to quit doing that.
That went back to the MPC after
Right.
some things were in, but that never came back to us.
Never came back
correct?
out, no.
Right.
Dave Yerat was talking about that one at 14th and
Right. And
Jackson
then,
at one time, remember that?
and when I was on the MPC, we sent one up here and it passed, or no, it got sent back down because it included some commercial stuff that it shouldn't have, because we were only
that
addressing
out on
residential
40?
at the time, yeah.
Yeah, it was on
And so then it went back to the MPC, and then, like I said, it's never came back.
I'll have to readdress MPC.
Not much else. Wish everyone a happy and safe 4th. Be careful. Watch your kids. Watch out for each other. Mr. Nichols?
Sundown Salute Committee, great job, and I think it was put out by others, and, Sundown Salute is, I know people complain about water bills and everything else, but, if you enjoy Sundown Salute, call the city office and add $1 or $2 or $3 or $5 to your water bill each month. If a third of the people in town would give $1 a month to the water bill for Sundown Salute, that'd be half their budget.
That's an enterprise fund. We can't do that, can we? That's an enterprise fund. We can't do that.
We've been doing it for years.
Have we? All right.
Yeah, the city's done that for
Oh, God, yeah.
Okay.
years.
All right.
We do $1, you can add to your water bill. Enterprise would be easier.
We can't make them do it.
No. we
That's
can't do
the
it.
kicker.
It's a volunteer thing, so we
Okay.
do it, and it's about a few hundred a month. I can't remember what it is, but it's a nice amount that Sundown Salute gets to help fund it. community thing. Yeah, the city's been doing that long before,
Very good.
maybe before, most of us lived here, so
Great. Thank you.
that's all I got.
Mr. Stites,
I don't have anything at this time.
ladies,
Nothing.
anything?
The only thing I have, I just want to thank everybody for being so helpful and welcoming my first couple of weeks here. I appreciate it.
Welcome aboard. Chief Reese. Chief Johnson. Mr. Ibarra. Mr. Lazier. Mr. Peterson. Mr. Gurman.
Nothing, sir.
Is there a motion?
Make a motion to adjourn?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, and good night.